Let's get started with some SQL commands. Now, before we get started with creation of tables, I want to let you guys know to be sure of opening up the file initial_setup.sql before you start any section, and just go over it and make sure you have executed all of these commands. And the reason why is because we'll be playing with two tables essentially, line item and orders, throughout this course. So I want you guys to make sure that you create a database ecommerce_db, inside of which there'll be a schema ecommerce_live or ecommerce_dev, whichever you prefer, and just create the two tables. Do not worry about what clustering means. We'll be covering that in detail. But for now, just make sure you have all of these objects where they're supposed to be inside of the database. So once you do that, let's go to table_types.sql. You can get this SQL file from the resource section or from my GitHub repo. I'm just going to copy all of these SQL commands and paste them here. So as you can see, I've created a database ecommerce_db and a schema ecommerce_live, and there are two tables inside of it, line item and orders. So first of all, I'm going to make sure I use the role sysadmin, and also make sure you've created this database and schema in the tables using the sysadmin role. Do not create any object using an account admin role unless it's absolutely needed. That's a very bad practice. So I'm going to switch my role to sysadmin, and I'm going to put the warehouse in context, and I'm going to say use schema ecommerce_live. So I have everything that I need set in context. So the first query, which is going to create a temporary table, is pretty simple. It says create or replace temporary table. Note the keyword temporary and the name of the table. I'm just going to call it orders_tmp as select star from orders table. I'm just limiting it to 50 rows as of now. So let's go ahead and create this. So there you go, the table has been created. Now, if you log out and you log in as another user, assuming you have multiple users, you can go ahead and actually test this if you want. You will notice that you will not be able to see this temporary table from the other user account. And like I mentioned, this is because your temporary table is only bound to your specific session, and it's meant for transitory data. Next, you have a transient table, and the only difference between these two is the keyword. You say create or replace transient table orders as select star from orders. Now I'm not going to go ahead and run this because it's pretty simple. Now, not just tables, you can also have transient schema and transient databases. Okay, now why would you want to create a transient schema is the question, because the syntax is pretty simple. You have to say create transient schema and the name of the schema, and then you can use the schema. So let's go ahead and create a transient schema, and you'll see what is the need of creating a schema, which is transient. So I'm using the transient schema that I just created. Now the next command, if you see, I'm not using the keyword transient, okay, but I'm trying to create a table called orders inside of the transient schema that I just created. So let's go ahead and run this command and refresh it. So you can see the schema has been created, and if you just hover over this table, you will see the table is transient by default. Okay, so what does this mean? It means you cannot create permanent tables inside of transient schemas. All right, the same concept applies to database as well. You scroll down, I've created a database called TransientDB. So let me go ahead and run that. I'm going to put this in context, and I'm creating a table. Let me just refresh it first. So I have the table TransientDB. Now let me create a schema inside of this TransientDB. I'm saying create schema. Let me just call it test schema. And let's refresh it. Now let's go ahead and actually create a table orders inside of the test schema. So the table has been created. Let's refresh it. So if you observe, the table is transient by default. So the same rule applies up the hierarchy if you go backwards. If you create a transient database, every object inside of this database is transient by default. If you create a transient schema, every object inside of the schema is going to be transient by default. Okay, but your database can be a permanent database, and you can have transient schemas and permanent schemas inside of it, but it doesn't go backwards. All right, so I hope the concept was clear. Next, let's try to convert a permanent table to a transient table. Now, the most important question is, why would you ever want to do this? Converting a table from one type to another type is actually very simple, technically speaking. But the only reason as to why would you want to convert a permanent table to a transient table is to avoid the costs that are associated with failsafe and recovery. Now, as I mentioned in the previous video, that permanent tables have time travel and fail-safe recovery automatically enabled. But for transient and temporary tables, they are not. And the only difference between transient and permanent table is your time travel and fail-safe recovery. So if you want to avoid the cost, and let's say you create a permanent table and then you realize that you're actually using it for ad hoc analysis or aggregation purposes, but you don't want to keep this table for too long, and you also want to avoid the cost of time travel and failsafe, that's when you convert a permanent table to a transient table. So let me show you how to do that. Let me first switch my database and schema to e-commerce underscore live. So I'm just going to double click against the schema and say use this schema. Now let's go ahead and create a permanent table, and the name of this table is permanent underscore orders. So the table has been created. Now if you want to convert this table to a transient table, it's logically pretty simple. There's no one line of SQL in Snowflake that actually lets you convert it, but you will have to create another table called transient orders. So you have permanent orders. Let's create a table transient orders off of permanent orders. Okay. So I'm saying create or replace transient table, the name of the table, as select star from permanent orders, which is created in the previous line. So I'm going to go ahead and run this. It says permanent orders does not exist. So I'm just going to say permanent orders. Now next, you will drop the table permanent orders. So the table has been dropped. And finally, you say alter table transient table and rename it to permanent orders. So that's pretty much it. That's how you convert a table which is of permanent type to a transient table. Next up, we'll be understanding views and materialized views. So I'll see you guys next. Thank you.